Good morning, folks. I'm Christiana Gaudet. This is being recorded live today, July 15th, 2019. Live here on Facebook Live. If you're watching it in archive later on, either here or on Facebook or on YouTube, thank you so much for watching and for being here. In just a few moments, I will pull 3 cards that will be our 3-card weekly reading for the week July 15th through 21st. So, a couple of things we've got going on. I want to thank everyone who came out to Panera in Palm City yesterday for our tarot meetup. And we'll be doing another tarot meetup at Panera in Lutz, Florida, next Sunday at 3 p.m. So if you happen to be in that area, please do come by. I also want to remind you that I'll be doing a psychic gallery at the Center for Inner Wisdom in Oakland Park in the Fort Lauderdale area this Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. So I'd love to see some of you there. I see people are starting to come into the room. Puck, it's nice to see you. I thank all of you for being live here with me. I won't be able to acknowledge all of you, but I see you, and I'm glad that you're here. So, for today's weekly reading, I am using Lisa Hunt and the unfortunately late DJ Conway's really cool deck, the Celtic Dragon Tarot. Now, this is an interesting deck. It features dragons, which is cool, but it's also interesting because it does that swords, wands, air, fire switch, where swords are fire and wands are air. I don't always love that, but in this deck, it seems to work just fine. Now, I do want you guys to know that I have started providing new tarot decks for people. If you go to my website, christianagaudet.com, and you look at the catalog, you will see a really great selection of tarot decks, including your opportunity to get this Celtic Dragon Tarot directly from me. If you happen to be in the area, Palm City or thereabouts, and want to make an appointment to come on in to peruse the deck collection, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay, so what cards do we see for our 3-card weekly reading? If you're watching this and these cards resonate for you, then take it as a reading for your week, a heads up on what we got going on, what energies will be available this week. And of course, if you'd like an in-depth private reading, either in person or by phone, Skype, FaceTime, or Messenger, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Okay, what will the first card be? The first card is the 4 of Wands. So this is a great card. It's about stability. It's about family. Traditionally, it's the card of marriage and could discuss attendance at a wedding. And of course, it's summertime, so there's a lot of people making wedding plans and having weddings and attending weddings. But what if you aren't married or have no interest in being married or aren't going to a wedding? What might this card say to you? This card says, nurture the hearth fire. Enjoy your home. Enjoy your close people. Whether your family is chosen family, biological family, work family, whatever your family is, enjoy them. And there is something about this card that says, make sacred your own boundaries. Make sacred your own space and enjoy that sacred space. Okay, so that's a great way to start the week. Maybe some of you are on vacation and will actually be able to spend more time at home this week. Next, we have the High Priestess. So this is a great card. Of course, it's about meditation. It's about wisdom. It's about looking within. And so if we look at these 2 cards together, there is a sense of, you know what the universe wants us to do this week? The universe wants us to be in our safe, sacred space and to look inward, to meditate, to study, to discover our own wisdom. Now, there's more with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess can speak of perfectionism. the need to do everything exactly right. And I say this all the time, there is nothing wrong with having a high standard of excellence. But if you are a person who holds yourself to too high a standard, this card is a card that can tell you to chill out a little bit. If you are a person who is not quite as buttoned up as you should be, this is a card that will tell you to button up and make sure you get it right. So, what will our third card be? Let's see. Here we have the Ace of Swords. And again, remember, in this deck, the Ace of Swords is not air but fire. And in this card, I see a great deal of inspiration. So this is a time to really think about what inspires you, to nurture what inspires you. If we put these three cards together, it's actually looking like a pretty awesome week. Now, here are some things I see here. When I look at these three cards, I can actually think about activism to some extent. What's going on in our home, in our town, in our country? What's going on that we don't like? Is there anything that inspires you to action? And with the High Priestess, what sort of wise action would you like to take? When we look at this ace, is there anything that inspires you to creativity? Something that you want to do, a project that you want to start? These cards, the Four of Wands and the High Priestess, support that. Now remember, we are still right smack dab in the middle of a really difficult Mercury retrograde. And I'm sure that a lot of you are feeling the effects of that. These cards can speak to that too. The Ace of Swords here reminds you that if you happen to be in a place where you are feeling, hey, Sandy Stokey, glad to see you here. If you happen to be in a place where you are feeling anger or frustration, the High Priestess says, zip your lip. Now is not a time to express that without thinking about it first. Think about the most effective way to express it. And with the Four of Wands, again, there can be a sense of needing to retreat to the place that is safe and comfortable for you. So you can be inspired to activism here, but do it in a way that is wise, in a way that will have lasting, powerful effects. So this is a week for creativity. It's a week for enjoying your home and family. It is a week for meditation, divination, looking within. It is a week to make sure that whatever you do to the very best of your ability, but do not be hard on yourself about that. Hey, Reese Carter, it's good to see you here. A lot of you have come in and said hello. I haven't had a chance to acknowledge each of you, but I thank you all so much for being here. That is your 3-card weekly reading for this week, July 15th through 21st. I want to remind you again that I am available for readings here in Palm City and by phone, Skype, FaceTime, and Messenger. I will be in the Tampa Bay area this coming weekend if you'd like to see me there. We will be doing a tarot meetup at Panera in Lutz, 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Would love to see you there. And of course, I am doing my psychic gallery in Oakland Park at the Center for Inner Wisdom. That's right in the Fort Lauderdale area. This Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Thank you all so much for being here. I'll look forward to seeing you soon.